This is your world's first Xur PSA. Xur is currently located in the tower this week, and he is bringing some heat this week. He's got some god roll weapons, some insane armor. Let's go through everything from the beginning. We have the Hardlight exotic auto rifle. Most of you probably already have this by now, so we'll skip past that. Not a meta weapon in PvE or PvP. We do have sealed Ahamkara's Grasp. Now, Bungie did recently buff these, so they boost movement speed and jump height. I think due to giving some hunters some options now that Stompies have been nerfed. However, I still don't really see anyone using these, but they are available for you there. And then we have the Actium War Rig, one of my favorite exotics for Titans. You can just spray down auto rifles and SMGs, machine guns rather, and it's a lot of fun. But this roll is pretty terrible with high mobility and high intellect, so we'll probably pass on that roll. I have another world is exotic. I haven't used a whole lot. This roll is picture perfect though. Like, this is the exact distribution you'd want. So if you've ever used this exotic and you enjoy it, definitely grab this roll because it's probably better than the one you have currently. And I think it's a decent exotic overall. I have seen people use it from time to time. I don't think it's like a meta-defining exotic though. Peace of Mind is here. We've got a 540 RPM kinetic pulse. You can craft this one, so if you already have that crafted, you can skip past this, but we got perpetual motion vorpal. It's a pretty average roll. This Disparity roll is about as close to as you could possibly want from a Xur roll. Desperado, which is a really fun perk. It has been nerfed recently though, so keep that in mind. It's not nearly as potent as it was back in the day. Rapid Hit is picture perfect to pair with Desperado though, so that's like the god roll combo there. And Arrowhead Break is so nice, especially too, like probably the best barrel you would want on a pulse rifle. Pended Mag or Steady Rounds, I mean, neither one of those are necessarily too bad. I don't know if this is the absolute best magazine. And handling is actually not too bad for this thing because it does have decently low handling. So overall, this is the god roll we're looking for this Disparity. If you haven't already crafted that bad boy, that's definitely worth grabbing and taking into PvP. Then we have the No Reprieve Shotgun. We've got a Wellspring Steady Hands roll. That's a pretty average roll. We've got the Hollow Words with Under Pressure and Backup Plan. A decent roll of the Fusion Rifle. Overall, you might like that. Then we have a Last Man Standing this week that has the new perk Discord, which apparently gives you infinite ammo. I haven't actually seen this or tested this myself, but I've been told that the second reading of this perk, which is when Discord is active, final blows refund ammo, can give you like infinite ammo. So that's kind of a neat attribute to it. I don't think this is a god roll or anything worth having necessarily due to its other perk Subsistence, but it could be kind of fun to use and test out that inside Crucible. Then we have Sail Spy Pitch Glass, another craftable linear fusion that you probably got from Plunder, but if you didn't get from Plunder, this is one of the few linear fusions that has Volt Shot, if not the only one that I know of, and is a unique weapon, I'll say that. I don't think it's meta-defining or interesting necessarily, but it's unique. So you might want to snag one just to have one sitting in your vault to collect dust. The Night Watch is one of my favorite scout rifles in the game. Shawhan gives you a near perfect god roll. This unfortunately is not it. We've got Outlaw Rampage, so we're going to pass on that roll. As far as armor goes, there's an absolutely crazy armor piece on Warlock, and we'll get to that in just a minute. On the Titan, we have these gauntlets right here, 20 recovery, 20 discipline, 65 stats, pretty good. We have high mobility chest, so we're going to pass on that. We have a 20 resilience, 17 discipline helmet. That's really good at 65 stats. And then a terrible pair of boots with way too much mobility. We'll go over the other armor sets in just a moment. A decent HAWKMOON this week with Snapshot. Unfortunately, not the best handling overall, but a decent roll. And then a Dead Man's Tale with Outlaw. So we're going to pass on that roll this week. Now let's go over the armor on the other characters. Like we talked about, the Warlock armor is just absolutely insane this week. So for the Warlock, we've got gauntlets, which have 65 stats. We're going to pass on those. Those are terrible. The chest has way too much mobility. That's terrible. The helmet, though, look at this thing. Have you ever seen an armor piece so perfect? 25 resilience, 20 discipline, 66 stats. I mean, I know it's a little low on the recovery, and you do want recovery on your Warlock to get those rifts back, but this thing is picture perfect for high-end PvE content. Definitely use this or grab this if you don't have a helmet that's comparable to that. That's crazy. We have a pair of boots that are pretty terrible, so we'll pass on those. For the Hunter, all the armor is pretty good this week. 65 stats on the gauntlet, 65 on the chest, 65 on the helmet. That's really nice. And we've got 63 on the boots. So decent armor across the board for the Hunter. And that's a wrap on the Xur PSA. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What will we be snagging? Click on the screen here if you want to watch another video. Smash the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.